Hi guys, it's your girl Mems Empire. I would like to congratulate you for entering 2025, honey. Happy New Year to you. Listen up though. 2025 is the year that I will continue to take my mental health seriously. I am practicing detachment and guarding my personal space and my heart diligently. I continue to set boundaries. This is not a sign of selfishness, but a sign of self-respect, honey. By setting boundaries, I align with my actions. I align them with my values, with my beliefs. This emphasizes the importance of standing up for myself, asserting my needs and values, and making the right choices. However, if you choose to ignore my boundaries, inserting yourself into my life, into my relationships, causing me anxiety, triggering me to relapse and to self-sabotage, to get into arguments, then I'm afraid I will not be tolerating that anymore. I'm done questioning myself because of other people's chaotic habits, reckless behavior. If I see any shady behavior, I will simply remove myself from that, cut you off without hesitation, without warning, and without explanation. Now go run that. Thank you. Enjoy. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Guys, you can even see that I'm so happy. I just give praise to God. He has made this possible. He is the one who has been watching over me, the one who neither sleeps nor slumber, the one who has forgiven me and is died for my sins. He is God, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah El Shaddai. Okay, let's leave it there. Today we're going to talk about triggers. The reason I want to talk about triggers is because of something happened that nearly tipped me over the edge, guys. I wasn't expecting it to happen, so it hit me so hard that it was actually sad. So I put it upon myself to speak about it and to raise awareness about it. And I went into therapy and we spoke about it as well, and how it affected my mental health and how it can affect your mental health, especially those that are really, really struggling with it. So I'll start by, defining the triggers. Triggers are sort of like a stimuli that evoke strong emotional responses that are linked to our past experiences or trauma. This can be anything like sights, sounds, smells, or something that reminds you of a distressing event, causing the feeling of anxiety, anger, or sadness. Understanding triggers is key to managing emotional responses and to improve, mental health. There are different types of triggers, right? And people just think that just triggers are all in one place. No, they're different types of triggers. They're emotional triggers that are those feelings that provoke anxiety, anger, and sadness. And then there's situational triggers, specific environments or events that cause distress. Then we go to sensory triggers. These are like, in particular, like sounds, smells, sights, that's remind you of someone or a traumatic experience. Their impact on mental health, it can exacerbate existing mental health issues like anxiety and depression. I'll speak for myself, by causing intense emotional reactions that lead to heightened stress and distress. When someone encounters a trigger, it can activate the body's fight to flight response, which may lead to increased heart rate, panic attacks, or overwhelming feelings of sadness. This cycle can make it harder for individuals to cope with their mental health. And it's a big challenge, as they may find themselves in a constant state of alertness or fear, making it difficult to engage in daily activities or maintain even relationships of any kind. Recognizing and understanding these triggers is very, very crucial for developing effective coping strategies and reducing their impact on your mental health. When someone has anxiety and depression, their brain is already sensitive. It's already in sensitive state, right? And triggers can bring back memories of past trauma and stressful situations, leading to a cascade of negative emotions. For instance, if someone with anxiety is triggered by a crowded place, right, they might experience panic attacks, which can reinforce their fear of social situations. This can create a cycle where the person begins to avoid these situations altogether, leading to isolation and worsening symptoms. Because if you're isolated and depressed, it's not a good thing. In the case of depression, triggers can evoke feelings of hopelessness and despair. For example, if someone is reminded of a loss or a failure, it can lead to rumination, where they dwell on negative thoughts and feelings. This can exacerbate depressive symptoms as well. And it makes it so hard for them to find motivation or joy in everyday activities. So this is what was happening to me the whole of December. It is essential for individuals to identify their triggers and develop a coping strategy that, will help them, such as mindfulness, or you can go to therapy or use support groups. I'm hoping that this awareness can empower you to manage your responses and reduce the impact of the triggers on your mental health. Creating a safe, supportive environment is very crucial, as it helps individuals feel more secure and less vulnerable to triggering experiences. There are coping strategies that you're meant to try. You can try if you want. There are grounding techniques. You have to tell yourself that, I have to stay in the present. Breathe in, breathe out. Create a safe space for yourself, encouraging yourself to identify and modify environments to reduce the exposure of them triggers. Seek support as well. I want to emphasize on the importance of therapy and support groups, because dealing with friends and family who don't respect the triggers or respect your boundaries can be really tough. So it's hard when the people who are supposed to support you end up being the triggers themselves, or end up doing things to help others trigger you. In these situations, it's important to prioritize your mental health and well-being. You might need to have an honest conversation with yourself about these people, or you might need to have an honest conversation with them about their actions and how they affect you. Setting clear boundaries is key. And if they truly care about you, they should be willing to respect those boundaries. I'm always talking about boundaries because it's something that is so important to me. Sometimes it can be also necessary to take a step back from certain relationships, because if they continue to harm your mental space, surrounding yourself with people who uplift you and understand you can make a huge difference. Remember, you need to remember that you deserve to feel safe. You deserve to feel supported in your environment. You need to stay strong and keep focusing on creating that safe space for yourself. I'm going to put some resources as well that are great for mental health, and that will help you find more information about managing your triggers. I just wanted to share a message of hope I know triggers can be super challenging, but remember, you are not alone in this journey. There are definitely ways to manage and improve your mental health. It's all about finding what works for you, because you're the one going through this, whether it's reaching out to someone you trust, or practicing mindfulness, or exploring new coping strategies. I want to share my own story about these triggers, right? Every one of you, like most of you that have been watching me, that have known me for years, know that I recently went through a divorce, and my divorce was caused by betrayal from very, very close people. And because I'm so emotionally aware and I'm very, very invested in my own mental health, I had to do that for myself, because I didn't want to live a life where I don't even know what I'm doing, and I'm just living life without a structure of where I'm going and what's going on in my life, right? So because of that, I have been very, very honest with my mental health issues, and I've been very, very honest to people that are in my life. There is no one person that you would say they're in my life and they don't know who I am, and they don't know what I struggle with, and they don't know my triggers, and they don't know anything. If they say they do that and they're in my life, they're lying. It's a lie. And that I will say that, and I will not change on that. If there were people in my life, even if I meet a guy, I'm very quick to explain to them, I've been through a divorce. This is what happened in my divorce. These are the people that were involved. So what I didn't understand was, these triggers happen, and when they happen, the devil really that's in the middle of that wants me to tip over the edge. And if I let him, he is going to win. So all of you know about this girl, my fan. That's what we call her now, because she's clearly a fan. So this girl is my cousin. She will not stop at nothing to insert herself in situations that she shouldn't be in, right? She will insert herself in my friendships. She will insert herself in my relationships. She will insert herself in my family any way she can. If she sees that there is a weak spot there, she will go in there and she will insert herself just to cause havoc. But then, in this state that I was in, I realized that, I had to sit with myself and understand who here is to blame. And I realized that it was me. I am to blame, because I shouldn't have let her get away with so much and give her so much power to affect me. You understand? So what happened was, if you look at the way she moves, she doesn't have friends that are constant in her life. Friends that she has are all seasonal. It depends with what she's going through at that time. She doesn't have a friend that has been constant, like, I've been friends with this person for a long time. No. She is very good at using people according to what's going on. You understand? And that's fine. It works for her. But what will not work for me is when she comes into my circle, or when she comes in contact with, let's say, a person I'm dating at the time, or people in my life, and those people don't recognize that they're being used by this person to trigger me. I've opened up to you and I've told you that this thing, right, this red drink here, I know you buy red drinks and you drink red drinks, but red drinks, they make me remember of my dad. Or let's say my dad used to drink red wine, and he would go to sleep and wake up and be abusive, right? But you keep bringing me this red drink every time I come to your house. That means you don't care about me. That means you are also a trigger to me. So I need to manage you. So I had to do that. I had to remove people from my life. December, if I told you how many people I blocked, and I have been happy And I'm sorry, I sound like I'm very like emotional about this, because I am. Because I nearly self-harmed because of this thing. Because I was so angry, because I have told you, I've clearly told you, this drink here triggers me. But what do? You're bringing these drinks in my face. You're posting these drinks in my face. Well, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? So like I said before, triggers, once you know your triggers, you have to look after yourself. You have to have a conversation with yourself, especially if it's people that, do you know, sometimes we like to use the name friends. We like to use sister so loosely like that. Sisters don't put each other through that. They don't. You have to ask yourself, why was this person not hanging around these people when she was there, when Memo was there? Ask yourself that. You're not stupid. You are not stupid. But it's fine. If you want to live in a chaotic environment like that because of money, or because of, I don't know, them reasons that you do, because of nyash, and I don't know, because of flat tummies, whatever that you want from that person, please don't bring it to me. Don't bring it in my face. Don't be posting it in my face. Do not do that, because I will block you. End of story. Because I will not be taken backwards because of a person that I met in UK. Yeah, in UK. A person that, some of these people that have been triggering me, I don't even have a name to give them, because they're not friends, they're not sisters. They're just people that I've taken into my life for no reason. Otherwise, they don't care about me. Because if you care about me, you will understand that there's two things that I cannot stand. People without boundaries, and people that are reckless with my emotions. I don't like it. Disrespect, I do not like it. Right? So if you show me that you have no boundaries for something that I hold dear in my life. For example, if I have a man and you are familiar with that man, you're jumping all over him, you're posting him all over, and you are calling yourself my friend, I'm sorry. You're lying to yourself, you know. Because I don't know your boyfriends. I don't know them. I never post them. So why are you posting mine? Why are you posting mine? Fine, you can post him. But don't interact with me. Don't interact with me, because I'm not going to be able to be a single mother of 3 special needs kids. You understand? They need my support so much, more than ever right now. So I cannot be sitting here wasting time on people that don't even know how it is to have children like my kids, or even have kids in the same sentence. Anyway, they have no kids. They have never been married. They don't even understand the importance of a relationship. They don't. Those people, I can't teach them anything. I can't. Do you know what? My therapist, they had to really tell me off. So you were going to self-harm because of these people. Look at them. They're walking red flags. Look at, and now when I look at it, I'm thinking, rah, I'm so stupid. Do you know some of these things that I put myself through? They're just so stupid. So stupid. Because if you are my person, you should not be hanging anywhere around that piece of whatever. You understand? You should not be. But it's fine. I don't own anyone. That's one thing that I know. I do not own anyone. I'm so invested in my own space. I'm so invested in that, in my mental health, in showing up as a better person in the world. How you feel about me has got nothing to do with me. I have my own things that I go by. I have my own triggers. I have my own, weaknesses. I have my own strengths as well. But what I will not do is let another human being that can't even manage their own relationship come and fuck up my own relationship. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. But what I will not do as well is look stupid in front of everyone for the sake of a relationship. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. I'm blocking you. End of story. Bye. I used to listen. Everyone that knows me knows that my block button, once it blocks, it never unblocks. It never unblocks. Once it blocks, it never unblocks. And if there's anything that causes me to do that, it's people that don't have boundaries. People that are going around triggering me all over the places. I will not be doing that. So I'll say this in a nice way. I had to remember who I am. I had to remember what I am worth. And I realized that no, I should not be associating myself with them set of people that they don't care about anyone but themselves. They're so selfish. They look after themselves, and whoever they meet, in that sense, if they get what they want from them, is done, on to the next one. Why would I want that person in my life? Why would I want that? You understand? So if you going back to triggers, if I tell you that black is a trigger to me and you keep coming to me wearing black, if I care about you, I will talk about it. Memo, I know you mean well. I know maybe you don't know, but this is what happens when you do this and do this. This is what happens. And I keep doing it. What are you supposed to do with me? You remove me from your life. You have the right to do that. Please do. Because it's your mental health. It's you going through it. They don't care. Especially people that do not understand the word respect, the word boundary. They don't care. They don't care. But do that to them. If we reverse the cycle right now and I do the same thing that they do, you wouldn't like it. They would not like it whatsoever. You understand? So I will only have a conversation with you once or twice if I care about you. And I tell you that these things that you do, they trigger me. I do not like it. Personally, if I'm in a relationship with someone, I don't believe in my friends being friends with that person. I know it depends. It's not my friend's reason. It's not my friend's fault, and it's not my boyfriend's fault. But I will have explained to you and that one. And I would have explained to my friend. I would have explained to my boyfriend as well. But you guys, if you keep going on like that, it's fine. You can continue. But I will remove myself because I cannot be subjected to that nonsense. I cannot do that. That's just me. That's why I am this person I am today. You will be so blessed to smell the same breath that I smell. You will be so blessed to be in my space. You would be so blessed to have access to me. If you really knew me, you will be so blessed to be in my space. Because I'm that person that is so beautiful in every way. My heart is beautiful. My body is beautiful. Who I am is beautiful. You understand? So I will not be letting anyone that is so reckless with their lives anyway. You know, there are people that will just let anything come through the door in their house. There is no boundary who comes in their house. They just open the door to every dog, team, ameno, check. You understand? They open the door to anything that can walk, anything that can move. Open it, let them come in. That person is not meant to be with me. That person is not meant to be in my space. So, I just to put it straight, anybody in my life that I see hanging out with that woman, that, you know, back home we can call her a cousin. Yeah, she's family. You can't change them. But if you hang around that person, if you post that person, if you are in that person's life, you cannot be in mine, unfortunately, for my own mental health. I don't feel safe around her. I don't feel safe to know her. So if you know her and you are around her, that means I don't feel safe to know you too. I don't feel safe to be around you too. And I thought, let me put it out there so that if you wake up tomorrow and you don't find me on your friends list, if you wake up tomorrow and your call can't get through, you have been with that person. And I have nothing else against you or anything. We are all, no one is perfect. But over my dead body, will you ever, ever, ever see me around that woman? Because even when everything happened, she has not stopped. She has not stopped. Even if you look, the hair, trying to look like me, everything. Everything tries to look like me in every way. But the thing is, some of these things, they come free. They are free. They're God-given. You can, I don't spend money to be who I am. You can spend money to be who you are. You want to be like me. You can kill people on your way there. You can destroy people on your way there. But you're not going to be doing that to me again. For me once, that's it. For me twice, it's my fault now. And I was fooled twice. So I had to delete, block, bye. You understand? Go. You can hang around together there. If we meet there, hi, bye. Because it's not my world. This is God's world. We are going to meet. I will be cordial to you, with you. You understand? But you're not going to have access to me. Because I've told you once, I've told you twice, but you keep doing the same things. Why do you keep doing the same things? So, even if it's support, you want to support, okay, let's say you want to support my man and you post him everywhere. I've never seen you post my podcast anywhere. I've never seen you post anything begging people to watch my thing. So, you are that kind that, you know, my boyfriend is the only person that you think you should post. Guys, it's total disrespect. It's disrespect. And to think that I actually was upset about that stuff. Why would I be upset about that stuff? That man would be also hurricane waiting to happen. Being both of you and I go. Both of you go. No one has ever died by being single. I'm sorry, no. But one thing you will know, nothing lasts forever. Birthdays come and go. Weddings come and go. It will end, come and go. But people like me are there forever. And you'll never meet someone like me that is so pure, so honest, and so transparent, and so intentional. And you go out of your way to hurt someone like me. It's bad. So, you know, I feel sorry for them people. But if you bring triggers around my face and you call yourself my friend, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Who do you want? Like, what is your end goal? What are you trying to do? You're trying to kill me. Because there's nothing. You are trying. I really did not want to cry. I did not want to cry on this thing. If you are my friend and you call yourself my friend, and you're doing these things, you want to put me through what I have been through already. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? What is your end goal? You want to kill me. So why would I want you in my life? Why would I want you in my life? No, I won't. As beautiful as you are, as handsome as you are, as attracted to you as I am, I will move on. I'm sorry. It's done. No one, and I mark my words today, no one will ever have the chance to trigger me ever again. No one. And whilst I'm here, let me just give flowers to my best friend. Like, that bitch. Guys, P will not stand for that nonsense. You don't see her talk. But she will not stand for that nonsense. If you see the amount of conversation she's had with me, Kuti, Memo, you, it's your fault. Why do you let people do this to you? Why do you let people do this to you? And I thank God for that woman. She's younger than me, but she really like makes me look in the mirror and be like, rah, she's right. And she's about, I'll say maybe 2 or 3 people like her that I would actually put myself under a tree to beg to stay in my life. Otherwise, the rest, you can go. You can go. And I don't care. Do you get what I mean? I do not care. Even if I cared before, I don't care anymore. If you bring a trigger, especially when it comes to that snake, you bring it around me. You and her cut off by. You and her cut off by, because you make me feel so unsafe. Maybe when I heal and I'm better mentally and I've gotten to a point where I'm able to cope with it. But right now, I can't. It's not that deep. No one is worth. Nobody involved in all this mess is worth keeping. Some of them are, they like, a leather sofa coming out on the seams. The seams are open like this, that if I just do like that, it's open up. And I didn't see that. Why? Because I was so broken. I was so broken. I had things in front of me thinking this was love when it wasn't. There are red flags waiting, just walking. Hurricanes waiting to happen. Bombs waiting to go off. Think about who you have in your life. Think about who you are surrounding yourself with. If those people are part and parcel to your triggers, and part and parcel to your tears, block them, like remove those people in your life. Remove them. Remove them like instantly. It's not even worth it. It's not. And I thank God for that. The way I feel right now, yes, I'm still healing, but I feel so safe. I feel so safe. Knowing that I don't have these people in my life anymore. I don't have to be on the edge that, oh my God, what's being posted now? Oh my God, they're going to post that they are together now. Oh my God, no, I don't have to think about that anymore. So I really thank God it happened. But really the reason I was here was to show you guys there are triggers in life. Yes, they are there, but don't run away from your triggers. Let them happen, because there is this blessing in that. Once it happens, you are going to see clearly. You are going to open your eyes. God is trying to show you the truth of that thing. Let it happen. But when it happens, don't let it happen again. Do not, under what circumstances, let it happen again, because it's you who has caused it now. Let it happen once so that you learn from it. After that, block, delete, bye. Like when we meet, yes, hi. They're beautiful people in their own way, but they're just not meant to be in my life right now. So, to close, guys, this is me. 2025 is looking so promising mentally. It's looking so good for me. I have so much to share. Just watch this space. Thank you for the support, and I love you. Mwah. Keep hustling. You got this.